last video, we talked about the fundamental basics of the crossover. Today, we're going to do an extension of that, not just a crossover, but how to get out of that, how to bait, create, and now we're going to separate.
As coach talking about bait, right? So if I'm setting someone up, if I know I want to get to my left, okay, I got to make coach believe I'm going to my right. So I have to sell that move. I'm baiting, prep, boom, and I'm coming over. So you notice how as soon as I'm coming with that step, as I'm baiting, right? So I'm coming here to bait, selling that, okay? So I'm selling that step, I'm selling the belief that I'm attacking right. But I'm looking at his body, and then look at where, now I'm ready to protect and get by him and go. So we talk about the crossover, learning how to bait, create, separate. But at the same time, a lot of players, they may have a move in mind, and they're gonna do the move, but they're not looking at the defender.
Right.
Okay? So I gotta look at coach. His body has to shift because he may be wanting me to go right because he's like, I'm not letting him get middle. So I have to sell it. Shoulder sell, boom, I'm ready to change and go out of that move and get downhill.
One of the common problems with a crossover is it's such a common move that everybody wants to use it every time. So if a defender is right in front of me, rule number one is to protect the rock on offense. So always remember that. Rule number one on offense is to protect the rock. How do I protect the rock? With my body, with my arms, which is a part of my body. If a defender is level to me, why would I cross over? You understand? So the goal is to bait the defender. So when do we use the crossover? When we bait the defender and he reaches. Now, there's nothing for him to tip, right? I've created the space to blow by. So you have to remember that you use the crossover when you bait the defender, when you have sold it and the defender is completely bought the move. Then you cross and blow by. Don't cross when you're leveled out with a defender.
And we talked about that. He said leveled out, right? So a lot of times players, they're trying to get downhill and the only thing they're doing is crossing over side to side.
Yeah. And the defender's here.
Okay? And some of them will place the ball right in front as opposed to understanding I have to be, if I'm trying to get by a player, I need to bait him. Coach was talking about, boom, now I'm ready to come out of that move and go. Right. So there may be a time and there's some other layers we can start adding to the crossover, but we'll do that another day. But on this one here, we're learning how to get downhill. We want to bait, create, separate, and get downhill. Understand what downhill means. That's an A-B line. That's not an A to a C to a Z and then to a B. No. It's not none of that. It's an A-B line. A to B.
It's like you're running downhill. You ever run downhill?
No, it doesn't say get downhill. No, they didn't say E. They didn't say east, west, right, north, south.
You go downhill and you try to make a little right, man, you were tripping and falling and rolling. You better run downhill.
Get downhill.
So guys, again, practice makes permanent. You're gonna reinforce something, so figure out what you want to reinforce.
I say you reinforce good habits.
Yes, all day, every day.
And as we always say, boom.
We out.
You ready? Ready? Let's go get it. Let's work. Let's go get it.